Thank you, Mr. Chairman. This bill requires that the National Anthem be played before games at professional sporting events at taxpayer-funded venues in writing. A failure to meet this contractual obligation constitutes a default of the agreement and may subject the team to a prohibition on future contracts and fines paid directly to the state. Failure to comply would allow the Attorney General to intervene and enforce the provision.
Ladies and gents, a textbook example of political theater.
Senator Torres for a question.
Who doesn't play the national anthem now?
Senator Gruters.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I don't know if there's any known instances in Florida. This is just to make sure, as a proactive approach, to that people continue to play it.
Introduced by Republican Senator Joseph Gruters, this is a problem that just didn't need fixing. It's pointless.
Vice Chair Wright?
Yes.
Chair Hooper?
Yes, and by your vote, show SB 1298 reported favorably.
There are many things going on in the world, especially in Florida. The governor was missing for quite some time, and when he appeared, he sounded like this.
Henry Mack from the Florida Department of Education. Brad Ferguson, Senior VP and General Manager, Skywater, Florida.
In the state, COVID cases rose 948% in just 2 weeks. The state has given a every man for themselves approach. Yet folks like DeSantis, a Trumpian Republican, will give the approach that only those with half a brain attach themselves to. Blaming COVID surges on immigration is despicable. In essence, a deflection of low vax rates amongst their supporters. The legislature has yet to fully tackle climate change, a problem we all know exists, but anti-science politicians stand in the way to shill for fossil fuel companies. But yes, let's take on the most important issue of our time, the national anthem. Republicans have taken the torch Donald Trump passed on this issue, and they didn't just run with it, they sprinted. Tom Cotton called for Olympian hammer thrower Gwen Berry to be booted from representing the U.S.
And it's multiple cases of this. They should be removed. That should be the bare minimum requirement, is that you believe in the country representing.
Texas Republican Dan Crenshaw did the same.
Carla Maloney called NFL players who kneeled during the anthem baboons and ignorant blacks in posts on her private Facebook page, posts that have since been removed. And here's one of those posts. Steelers are now just as mad as the rest of the overpaid baboons. You respect your flag, country, and our national anthem. How many men and women have lost limbs or died to protect this country, and you baboons want respect? If you want respect, you need to earn it, and so far you haven't. Stop watching or going to a game and paying for overpriced food, water, and tickets. Let's see how the baboons get paid when white people stop paying their salaries.
Sniveling coward Ted Cruz would weigh in, as would many, many more. It's ironic, however, that they are protesting athletes hating America.
I think Cruz would want us to do this, so yeah, absolutely. I think we're good.
Yet wasn't it their very own supporters who beat up Capitol Police with the American flag as a weapon to remove an elected official and place a fascist? It's telling, writes Jill Filipovich, that Cruz thinks that silently protesting America's centuries-long mistreatment of African Americans is hatred, but monuments to an army of racist, traitorous losers can be acceptable in the public square. With Gruters, a Republican who largely represents Sarasota and has made a good chunk of money from donors, it is once again the art of diversion. In the end, Gruters' bill is pointless, and he knows it. Should the teams not play the anthem, something no team currently fails to do at sporting events, the organization would be subject to a ban on doing business with state agencies or municipal governments and monetary penalties enforceable by the Florida Attorney General's office. In the end, it has still become a powerful signal to voters for politicians looking to flex their cultural conservative credentials. Pro-flag and anti-Black Lives Matter, wrote Ben Strauss. The issue is also another way to align yourself with Trump, but Howie Morgan, a conservative campaign consultant based in the Gulf Coast who has worked for Mike Huckabee and Rick Perry, told Strauss that there was a larger cultural appeal that goes beyond the president. If you want to show voters that you support the military and veterans, it works, he said, just like you raffle off a gun to show you're strong on guns. He added that when his clients post anything about the protests to social media, it spreads like wildfire.